Morning. Friday, July 17th. We got 1.4 inches of rain last night. Yay. We have puddles again. I have the 6420 over here because I just finished spraying my last 120 acres or so of beans. Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Which is good because hopefully the residual works. But I noticed I had fuel, dripping down on this shield and down on the frame. Well, I just changed this short fuel line right here that goes from the filter to that T in that line there. That goes to the pump. I had a roll of this old filter line. They use something different now that's better than that, but that was the original line, and this is a 2005, so I had a roll of it, so I might as well use it. So I've got it sitting here because I'm going to blow the radiator out, blow this screen out and whatnot. Come on. Because I'm sure that some fuel got up into that and everything is crappy. So I'm going to blow it out, and I let it run for a few minutes and there was no more fuel leaking. But of course it, got everything else all covered with scum while it was here. So I will probably be pressure washing this off also, because I need to pressure wash off the sprayer. Anyhow, I've rinsed it out once. I'll rinse it out again, get it good and clean, and then probably I'll wait till September-ish to run the windshield washer fluid through it to winterize it. So fields are looking green again. That cornfield looks good, other than the few rows on the headland right here where it's weedy. Windy as hell today too. Glad I finished spraying on Wednesday. That bean field there is looking nice and green. And let me try to zoom in. Not that it zooms in a lot. Beans are starting to get taller, so filling in some of those spots that were sparse, let's put it that way. He's doing what he does best. It's like a freaking wind tunnel in here when the wind blows. It's blowing my curtain over there all around. I'm not having a back wall anymore. I'm surprised that all this clay doesn't look worse than it does with the 1.4 inches that we just got. But I think we've got pretty much all the clay we need. He's got them stakes there and over there. I don't know how well you can see, but there's a string there. He's got to get the laser out and laser this. Like I said, it's Friday. I think they're still planning on coming Monday and start augering the holes to put the poles in, so I'm going to assume that the lumber is going to start showing up Monday. Right there's the auger attachment. Yeah, she's a little squishy here, but all this will have to get smoothed down, and of course there'll be run a crush on that too, because that's where the door is going to be, so we need to get that somewhat leveled out. But so that project next week should get going. Hopefully they don't somehow get delayed with the lumber and whatnot. So, and like I told you either last video or 2 videos ago, I can't remember, I struggle to remember the day, that they had said 2 weeks on the rafters. So obviously it'll be another 3-4 weeks before we probably have finished product here, or finished building. So I'm going to blow that out now. I don't know if I'm gonna wash it today or not. As windy as it is, I may wait till tomorrow. We'll see.
That much dust to spray.
Mountain of bean field. They're just about knee high right now. Nothing obviously is flowering yet, but this field was planted. Oh, I think this was planted the last week of May. Looks good, as you can see by the ground. Moist, yeah, because of that 1.4 inches of rain, which was a good thing. Really nice and clean. I'm surprised how clean the beans have looked. Piece right behind my house on the headland has got some weeds, but it's not worth going in that one little spot. I may just take my hand sprayer. You can see some of the mare's tail. I mean, it dinged it. It's yellow on top, but it's gonna grow because these aren't dicamba beans. And it's not gonna matter anymore anyhow, because they're doing away with the dicamba. Because, you know, they're so smart. But so we'll drive around, look at some other fields. Here's my test plot. I'm not gonna get out. It's tasseling out. That's a good thing. Looks really good. This last rains we've had has helped a lot. There's the Boot of Italy field, which was planted, I don't know, a week or so later. Just starting to shoot some tassels. But test plot's looking good. There's this 25-acre chunk down the road over there behind his house. Looks real good. This doesn't look bad. Tasseling out. Pretty basically that 1.4 inches of rain we just got, plus the 1.2 last week. So that gives us 2.6 for the month of July. And we only had like 1.1 for the whole month of June. So thank God we've had what we've had. There goes the Helena chemical truck down the road. I wonder if he stopped and picked up the excess spray I had. Probably not. I'll probably have to call him again. But we'll go look at a few more fields. Here's that farm that's about 4 miles south of me. I think I've got almost 60 acres of corn down here. Not tasseling yet, but will be shortly. Oh, almost fell in the ditch. Figured I'd walk out in this one a little. I'll just go out in the headland here a little bit. Few rows. Alright, as you can see, looking at me, looking at the corn. It's above my head. This probably will be tasseling in the next few days. I'll actually walk down this way just a hair. There's one right there. It's starting. So, yep, this. But nice green color. You can still see a few of the leaves on the bottom that are a little yellowy because it was starting to fire up pretty bad with the lack of moisture, but good moisture now and being canopied. That moisture will stay. Yay. So that's a good thing. So next chance, it's Friday. Like I said, it's Friday. Next chance of good solid rain is a week from tomorrow, next Saturday. It's supposed to be close to 90 today. 92 tomorrow on Saturday, 96 on Sunday, 91 on Monday. So we'll need some more rain by next weekend. But as long as we can keep steadily getting this rain, I wish it wasn't so hot during pollination. That kind of sucks, but crop's looking a hell of a lot better than it did 3 weeks ago, that's for sure. This is that farm down the road. Let me zoom in a little. Where at the other end down there is where we ought to fix that tile in the headland. This is looking nice and green. It's about head high. Don't see, yeah, I do see an occasional tassel. So it's almost there. Like I said, it's July 17th, so we're starting to begin pollination. Unfortunately, it's hot. And over here, other than the fact that the town doesn't, you know, mow the side very well here, this was some of the last, this 35-acre field of beans was some of the last of the 120 that I sprayed. It was getting pretty ugly. Pretty weedy. But hopefully the residual, whoa, I'm probably still zoomed in. So you probably just got a close-up of my face. So hopefully the residual helps on those last 120 acres because I finally got some rain to put it in the ground. I'll stop at another bean field up here and get out. That field there was the one with them clay knobs. You can see that one up there starting to fill in some. I mean, obviously the seed's not coming up. That never came up. But what's there near it is filling in. Nice dark dirt. I love it. Oh, these are starting to show some flowers. Those ones on the other road that I showed you weren't, but these are starting to flower. Alright, so these are, well, there's my knee. These aren't quite knee high yet, but they look pretty good. This spot right here on the headland's a little sparse in a few spots, but this is where we park the grain trucks like my pickup is, and always come up here and load with the grain cart. And as you can see, there's 45 total acres here. Go all the way down to the four corners down the road. So this is the spot where we load. So this gets tore down pretty good with the grain cart and tractor, but not looking bad. And yes, they are starting to flower. Starting to shoot some new leaves and starting to flower. So, and the ground, like I said, soft now and dark. I like it. So, and with them canopying better like they are now, and as they keep getting taller, the moisture that we do keep getting will stay longer. Sweet. That's a good thing. I like coming out of the field and having to scrape my shoes on the road to get some mud off of them. I haven't had to do that in a while. So thank God for the rain, because it's starting to make everything look, the beans were starting to get a yellow tint to them too, but well, you can see some of them there where the leaves were getting yellowy, especially along the bottoms. But looking better. Rode the gator over to the house for lunch. Bart made me a couple of conies. But anyways, I got the hand sprayer, some glyphosate, a Coke and a smile. Buddy, who just had part of my one coney, because Buddy always has to have whatever I have for lunch. So I'm gonna finish this video up, but I thought I'd walk out here to the bean field behind my house. This is the only field that I've really seen much weeds in. Most of it is right here on the headland. Some velvet leaf that obviously came up. So that's why I brought the hand sprayer over. I'm gonna wander out through here and mix up some spray. I see, let me zoom. Me and the zoom button don't always get along. I see one little spot way out there, which I'm not walking out and doing. It's not like we haven't combined through velvet leaf before. Little patches. I'm thinking this was like this because I should have stayed in the driveway over there where the nurse tanks, anhydrous nurse tanks are, and turned it on and waited an extra 10 seconds, because this was the very first field I planted after I was done, or sprayed after I was done spraying corn. All right, I don't know how well you can tell. These are definitely at my knee or above, and these are definitely flowering. This field was planted, oh, I can't remember, if you go back 3, 4, 5 videos. This was the very first field I planted, and another like 25, 30 acres up the road. Buddy, get out of the beans. Bad enough I'm gonna be walking on them to spray these. He's gotta be wherever I am. So I'm gonna hand spray some of this velvet leaf. I don't know how much, but get it done. And like I said, they're not that bad. For what little bit of rain we had, maybe that's proof that maybe we don't need to spend the extra money for residual in our spray. Maybe we can get away with it cheaper. This is just one pass. I know you see a lot of guys out west doing 2 passes on beans. Now the only second pass we would make is if we got aphids, and we haven't had that issue here. And oh god, I think the last time I sprayed for aphids was at least 5, 6 years ago. So anyways, I'll end this video. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. Yeah, you tell him, buddy. Tell him thumbs up. Buddy says subscribe too. And ring the bell. That way you'll get notifications when we do these. Follow me on Instagram, Andy the Grumpy Farmer. And I guess that's it. So we will see you in the next one, which will probably be more of putting the addition on the shop.